Hey guys, it's Friday and I didn't get jury duty. Woo! Though I did waste 5 hours of my day just sitting around and doing nothing while they didn't even get to me for questioning. Woo, 5 hours of wasted time. But it means I get to make a video, so yay. I'm gonna come back to stuff at Blargh, but Pyro, that animated short was absolutely incredible, and the fact that one person did the whole thing is insane to me. And I hope the How to Train Your Dragon show is awesome. That's one of my favorite animated movies right now. And Mario, you were thinking of Geeks of the Week and what? And what? Okay, now back to Steph and Blargh. First off, Blargh, I have been trying to vote for you on that website, but apparently you need an account to vote, and I've been trying to make an account, but it keeps not sending me the validation email, so I can't validate the account, so I can't actually log in and vote for you, which is the only reason I'm trying to make the account to begin with. I don't know what's going wrong. So if I ever actually do get a validation email, my votes will be all yours. So Steph and Blargh both talked about cosplay and doubting their skills and everything, and I haven't been cosplaying for very long. I only started going to conventions like 4 years ago, but before that I made all of my Halloween costumes, and I loved making Halloween costumes, but that's not really the same level as cosplay because you're not going out and trick-or-treating and the other kids who made their costumes are judging you. Like, that's not how Halloween works. And I know a lot of times Steph just makes shit up as she goes because we've talked about it before, but in the end all of her stuff looks awesome. It looks incredible, especially on camera and everything. Even if you get up close and you're like, what's that? It still looks amazing, and I can't even fathom the skill that it takes to even just make things up that look that awesome. And same thing goes for the costumes of Blargh's that I've seen. It's just, I feel like the only costume of mine that I've actually been like remotely proud of was the Supergirl one. And even then, I hate the way the S came out because I had no idea how to attach it. It's like held on by super glue spots, so when you're looking at it, it's like wrinkled and I can see behind it, but in photos it looks fine, so I was like, whatever. So like, compared to my friends who buy their Halloween costumes from stores, I'm like, haha, I feel awesome! But compared to Steph and Blargh and several of my other friends in the cosplay world, I feel like a child playing with glue and crayons. And peace. I make pretty picture! Oh yeah, that's very pretty. Go back to your corner now. Even right now I'm working on a Jubilina costume to go with Steph's Vanellope from Wreck-It Ralph for Fanime, and the idea of making the track jacket with the zippers, which I've never done, and the stripes, which I've never attempted, like, it started giving me anxiety. Fortunately, after much searching, I managed to find a perfect one that didn't have like giant Adidas logo over here, and all I have to do is sew it so that it fits me a bit better, and then put her little sleeve ruffle things on the end, and that's fine. I realize that you need to try new things as you're cosplaying in order to learn new things, but I didn't really want to do it with this because maybe if I was doing the costume by myself, but the fact that I'm going to be with Steph and possibly Blargh, I don't know if she's still doing one, it's just, I didn't want to look like a huge derp with them, or part of any group really. I also ordered colored contacts for the character because I knew her eyes weren't blue, and because there weren't many good pictures online, I kind of was going by my little doll figurine, and her eyes are red, so I ordered red contacts, which actually just came in today, and a couple days later I found a description of her character on a Wikipedia page, which I don't know if it existed and I was just too derpy to find it or whatever, but apparently her eyes are actually a mahogany, which is more brown than red. So I had to order brown contacts too. So now I have red contacts for no reason, and I need to find a character with red eyes so I don't feel like I wasted money on red contacts. Well, I suppose I can be a demon whenever I need to now. And then with her hair, with it hanging down and with the two giant pigtails, I'm actually gonna have to style a wig, which I have no idea how to do. I'm just gonna tutorial the shit out of it, and I think Steph offered to try to make a tutorial for me so that I would know how to make the wefts, because I have no idea how to make wefts. My first attempt at styling a wig was actually with my first ever cosplay costume, and I actually still have it. It was for the Amazoness Quartet from Sailor Moon, and it's just so bad. So what we've learned today is that Steph and Lilica are awesome even if they don't feel like it sometimes, and I've talked a little bit too much about cosplay because I still have a couple more things that I wanted to mention to you really quick. Something I keep meaning to mention is this website I found out about called ustarnovels.com, and it has a bunch of classic stories on it, and you can replace the main characters or several of the characters with you and people that you know and make it a more personal story or whatever, and I think that's kind of awesome. I got Peter Pan for one of my friends who is obsessed with Peter Pan and Disney in general, and I made her into Wendy, and I replaced some of the other characters with friends of ours and stuff, and it's really cool and it's relatively not expensive. I'll put a link to that website below as well as the next two things. The first of which is this video that's actually been up since the Hobbit movie premiered. It's this guy doing really great impressions of Gandalf and Gollum, and they're doing Bohemian Rhapsody, and it's just funny and the impressions are great. So that'll be linked below as well. And the last thing, which has been on the internet for like 8 months, and I'm really ashamed that I haven't run across it by now with all of the YouTube surfing I do, but it's this really awesome series. It's one series, like 9 episodes I think, called Video Game High School. The story is funny, the effects are awesome. The acting of the villain, I guess you would call him, is a little bit cheesy, but I think it's on purpose so that you really don't like him. But seriously, I'm ashamed, seriously ashamed that I haven't run across it until now. But I'll put a link to that below, and apparently they have a Kickstarter trying to fund a season 2. It's not going very well, so I hate that I keep putting up Kickstarters, but seriously, they're awesome things that need to be funded. So I don't know, go watch the season. Go watch the season and form your own opinions, but I think it's awesome. So anyway, I hope this video doesn't run too long, and even if it does, I guess it makes up for me probably not being able to make a video next week, because that is when I will be out of state for the filming of Hillywood's Breaking Dawn Part 2 parody, and I don't think, I still can't say where we're going yet, but it's gonna be very, very cold where we're going, and I'm really excited because I know it's beautiful even despite the cold, so I'm stocking up on all of the warm clothes in the universe and hoping that I don't come back popsicle. But I don't know what the internet situation is going to be like up there, and I know it's going to be like non-stop filming because we're only there for 4 days and I don't know exactly what all they have planned. But if I can throw something up, I'll try, but most likely I won't, but I'll give you guys an update when I come back the next week. So I hope everyone has a good weekend, stay geeky, and the rest of the geeks will see you next week, even if I don't.